Hey family, what do you do when doing right could cost you everything? I'm talking about everything. What happens when pressure pushes and pushes, but biblical beliefs stand? My name is Tony Lewis, and here I am again, y'all. And it's my plum-pleasing pleasure, as usual, to share with you today a few minutes for us, underdogs and strugglers in the Bible. God still uses faithful people in forgotten places. Today, we will meet two women who feared God more than they feared power. If these messages are strengthening you, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share with someone who needs courage today. Thank you for all your support. Now let's meet the 52nd underdogs, number 2 in this 3-episode series called Heaven Notices the Hidden. Heaven notices the hidden. Last week we looked at Obed-Edom, blessed in private. Today we meet two women, Shiphrah and Puah. Shiphrah and Puah, who feared God more than they feared power. They had a holy boldness in hard times. They had a holy boldness in hard times. Lord have mercy. It's good. Not all heroes wear crowns. Some wear courage. Not all victories are loud like me. Some are whispers in obedience. They show us that quiet faith can confront loud evil. Quiet faith can confront loud evil. Let me tell you their story. It's found in Exodus chapter 1. In Egypt, fear filled the air. A paranoid king issued a cruel command that every Hebrew baby boy, you know the story, must be killed. But two midwives, Shiphrah and Puah. Shiphrah's name is believed to mean to improve, to make better. This referred to her improving a baby's condition. My God. Puah's name means to call out or groan, referring to soothing crying babies. My God. It was in their names, y'all, in their names. They stood at the crossroads of pressure and principle. They were told to obey Pharaoh, but they chose to obey God. Am I talking to anybody? They protected life. They preserved hope. They practiced holy courage, and God honored them. Check them out, y'all. You gotta check them out. Let me tell you how they struggled. They struggled with pressure. Pressure from powerful, paranoid king. He was paranoid, y'all. Schizophrenic. Risk of punishment or death. Moral tension in a hostile culture. They struggled with the fear of consequences. You ever been there? I I know I've been there. Standing alone in conviction, doing right without applause. But how did they succeed? They feared and respected God above people. They chose obedience over comfort. They protected the helpless. They spoke with wisdom. They acted with courage. They trusted God with outcomes. But what is the lesson? What is the lesson? I heard you asking. When you honor God under pressure, He honors your courage with purpose. When you honor God under pressure, He honors your courage with purpose. So remember, when you struggle, like Shiphrah and Puah, try to say that fast if you want to, when you feel pressured to follow the crowd instead of the truth and bend your beliefs, when doing right feels risky, when culture pushes and pushes against your conscience, remember, God sees quiet courage. God sees quiet courage. When you succeed like Shiphrah and Puah, and you have courage that stands, when pressure squeezes, faith that refuses fearful compromise, conviction that conquers cultural currents, obedience that honors heaven's heart, boldness that blesses future generations, y'all. Generations. Integrity that inspires unseen impact. Fear of God that frees you from fear of man. Family, come up close and hear this. You and I may never, ever stand before a Pharaoh. But we will, y'all, face moments where truth is tested. We got to choose conviction over convenience. Choose faith over fear. Choose God's way. Every time, your courage today may protect someone tomorrow. And remember the lesson. When you honor God under pressure, He honors your courage with purpose. When you honor God under pressure, He honors you with purpose. Be faithful in the shadows because you're seen by God. See you next week for the next a few minutes for us, episode 3 in the series Heaven Notices the Hidden. To God be the glory. I'm out, y'all.